guys. Welcome back to Sisters Talk TV. This is going to be a Real Housewives of Potomac review. Guys, I hope everyone's doing good. I know I already saw some people already in the chat. Big shout outs to Christopher, Miss Drea, reparations. Big shout outs to you guys. You guys were already here before we got here. So I just want to give you guys a big shout out. I hope everyone's week has been going well. Everyone's week has been going well. It's been a long day for me. I had an exam. So it's been a long day for me, but so far so good. So we are here tonight. We're reviewing hey Christopher. I hope you're doing good. Miss Tree, I hope you're doing good as well too. And so we're gonna wait for Lucy to come and join us. So we are going to be we're gonna wait let's give her like 5 minutes to come join us before we start with the review of Real Housewives of Potomac. So did you guys watch the show? Did you guys watch it last night? If so, put your ratings. Put your ratings in the chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Christopher. You always give really good compliments. Thank you. Let us know what you thought about it. Last night's episode. Hey, what's up, Lucy? Hey. Hey. And guys, okay, I don't know if you guys have ever used StreamYard before, but they have a whole new look to it. So everything is so different. Everything is so different. And I like the branding that they did. It looks so nice. I'm liking it so far. So yeah. Oh, I know. It was a good episode. I gotta give it a snap because it was a really good episode. Okay. So you give it about an 8, Miss Drea. You give episode last night's episode an 8. Yeah, I think I'm kind of like 8, 9. It was pretty good. I was entertained. I always like to be like entertained and stuff. So I was definitely entertained. Hey Lucy, what's up?
Hey, glad I joined in. Yeah, StreamYard was definitely giving some type of vibe today, but I'm in.
Yes.
Hey everyone. Hey Miss Drea. Hey Christopher. Thank you so much for joining. Hey Reparations. Who was online early? It was earlier.
Yeah, it was so good. All right, so let's go ahead. Shall we start? Okay, so last night's episode, so we kind of start off with Giselle and Robin. So these two ladies are, well, actually, Lucy, what was your rating of last night's episode before we get started?
I would just give it a little 7 over 10. 7 over 10. I don't think it was that. I thought the week before the episode last week was a little bit better.
You thought it was a little bit better. Okay. So we start off with Robin and Giselle. So they're getting together because they actually have a podcast together. It's called Reasonably Shady. So they're having their photo shoot, as you can see from this picture here, Robin and Giselle. So Robin is, she comes in. Giselle's already there, and Robin, as always, you guys know on Real Housewives of Potomac, Robin's always late to all of the events that the ladies are having. So she comes in late, and Giselle is already there, and she's with her stylist, just getting ready. And they had their little photo shoot, and they start talking about relationships, particularly Pastor Jamal and Giselle's relationship. And Giselle highlights that the pandemic has really, really, really shown that, she just cannot do a long distance relationship. It's just not her. She can't even count how many times she has been and to Atlanta, it's a lot. So she's just like, they just realized that they just cannot do long distance relationship. And she, because of the pandemic, it has allowed them to realize, this is just not going to work out. And then we get Robin in the confessionals. So she said, it's pretty much Robin was saying, I kind of already knew that this wasn't going to work out. So I'm glad that Giselle has taken the time for her to, realize that that this ship is no longer selling. Thoughts on that?
Um, can you hear me, Sin?
Yes, I can.
So that I don't know the podcast that they had. I don't know what's I don't know what to think of the podcast they're actually having together. To be quite honest with you, I don't. It sounds a little lackluster to think about it. To actually think about it. I don't know what exactly they'll be talking about in their podcast. Um, so I didn't really think much of that scene, honestly, of what they're even with their podcast that they're introducing.
Okay. All right. So you just don't really think, okay, what do you think about, Giselle finally kind of getting clarity that the ship that her and Pastor Jamal Bryant is no longer selling because of the pandemic, she got pretty much clarity. Thoughts on that?
Well, I think that she already knows that it wasn't selling. I would say I don't know how she I don't know what clarity she wanted from that. I don't know how it took her this long to actually realize that the ship was no longer sailing. So yeah, like I think it was about time that she got into her senses.
Hmm. Giselle kind of scared. She not said scares. She kind of what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Like I just feel like one minute she's telling, she's agreeing with Karen, like maybe Jamal does live in on the phone, like in the phone. And the next minute she's telling Robin that, well, one minute she's agreeing with what Karen said, that Jamal lives in her phone. And next minute she's like telling Robin, "Oh, I really want to make this work with Pastor Jamal." And it's just like, which one is it? It's just kind of confusing. It's either you're with him, you're not, or or he just lives in the phone, or is Jamal coming, right? So I don't know. It just confuses me. Maybe once again, this is probably just a tactic for her storyline, but it's just confusing. It's just like stick to one narrative. Like if it is for a storyline, just stick to a narrative. Moving on. All right. So next, and guys, we may not be going in order, but we're gonna try to do just kind of a thorough review, not a thorough review, but like just the main things that has happened on the episode. All right, so we actually move on to Mia. You guys, Mia. Mia is, she is trying to juggle being a wife, a mom, and, just trying to be there for her kids. Her son I think he has an event that he really wants her to go, but Mia's not able to attend because she has all of these meetings because Mia is the boss. She calls herself the boss. And she tells her husband, gee, hey, I'm not going to be able to go. Can you go? Can you, be there for me, represent me? And he's telling her, well, I know you have a lot of things to go. You have a lot of things that's going on, but you need to figure out how you can be able um, to manage your business, being a boss, and also your home life as well. So when the kids have an event, you have to make sure that you put it in your calendar so you schedule meetings around that. So that's kind of what Mia's going through, just being there for her kids and also handling business. Thoughts on that?
Honestly, on that scene, I actually thought that to me, I feel like she's a workaholic. I felt that she just doesn't have enough time for her kids. Well, doesn't have enough time for the kid. And that's just what it seems like. Because I know that the husband was like, you've kind of like you've done this before, and it just seems like she's more focused on her business, rather so more so on her son. And she felt very comfortable saying that daddy can take you, and that's when he was like, but he really wants you to really take him. So I feel like she's more focused on her business rather so than really focusing on her family. I don't know if you feel the same way, because that's kind of like initially what I was thinking when I watched that scene.
Yeah, I kind of see that Mia. Yeah, I can kind of definitely get some workaholic aspects from her. I do feel like she's a workaholic because she does call herself, a boss.
A
But
boss.
yeah, a boss. But my thing is, it's you can still be a boss and you can still manage home life as well too, and work your way around that. But I definitely do feel like she is a workaholic. She definitely is. And good thing, she does have a spouse who is very, very hands-on, especially with the kids. So that's what I good take on that, Lucy. She is a workaholic. I didn't really think too much into that. Now I know I was like reading some comments and stuff. Some people were saying it's me is Mia a self-proclaimed boss? So she's just saying, oh, you know how people like to shout, oh, I'm busy. I have this going. Like they have so much stuff going on. Do you think that Mia is like truly as busy as she is proclaiming to be, or she's just like, trying to fit the narrative, oh, I'm a boss?
Um, that is a good question. I think that well, the only way we can tell is basically on like paper trails of things that she's done. Um, I know that she has like her own candle line coming out. She also does other things as well. And we can kind of like see when when they do the preview, we see that she's in her office, and she's talking to, is it the receptionist or the assistant? And I mean, I could kind of get that. I think that she does really work hard. She is not just a show and tell. It's not just a show. She's not just a show off, but she's actually working. So I can definitely get that from her, that she does work a lot. I think that it definitely shows. But again, I feel like we need to see more.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Darlene. Hey. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Darlene. Yeah, I definitely think so. This is my take on, the whole boss persona that Mia is portraying. I do feel like Mia is a very business savvy woman for sure. I definitely feel like that. I feel like she's very like she's goal oriented. Just because like where she came from, and she also wants to do better for herself. I looked on YouTube and I actually saw, Mia has been on news state like her local news stations and stuff. Um, she was like promoting or marketing her chiropractor corporation, her chiropractor business. So I definitely think that Mia does have a lot of her shoulder. I don't think that she's just like, portraying this I'm a boss persona. I definitely do think that she is doing what she says she is doing. That's what I think. But yeah. All right. So the next scene we get is the ladies are there's like two scenes going on, okay? So we have the first scene, we have Karen and Mia are meeting, and they are, just kind of hanging out, kikiing, and Mia is sharing with Karen that, hey, Giselle and Robin, they want to invite me, for lunch with them, right? And then another scene we have Robin and a Scala, and they're about to work out. It's like Robin, Escala, and what was the other girl's name? Wendy. They're all together. They're about to go work out, and Robin shares with the ladies, of course, like, hey, this is what Mia, Mia did. Me and Giselle invited her to dinner with us, right? And she pretty much sent us a very, very nasty, rude message. And Mia also was telling Karen this the same as at the same time as well, too. So, um, so when Mia was telling this to Karen, Robin was telling it to the other girls as well. So we also get introduced to Escala. Let me see if I can. Okay, here's Escala. Escala is Ethiopian. She is Robin's friend, and we were introduced to her last. We were introduced to her last episode, but now she's hanging out with the ladies and stuff. Okay, let's think. Let's talk. What are your thoughts on Escala?
I feel like Ascala is just totally new to the team. I feel like she's definitely trying to get to know the ladies. Kind of like scope them out a little bit. And I'm thinking, she's a friend of the show, right? So she's a friend of the show, right? I don't think she's see,
Yeah,
I think
she's a
she's
friend of the show.
okay. So just making sure. So I think that she's definitely trying to work her way up. I that's what I think. And I think that again, like I said, she's just trying to scope out the scene. Get to know maybe everyone's know who hangs out with who, how one know who rolls with who, how one acts, or how they're just like who hangs out with who. Um, so yeah, that's what I think about Scala. I think she'll definitely be a good addition to the team. I can honestly say. What did you think? What were your thoughts on her?
Okay, first impression of a Scala. So I thought, I felt like when she first came in, and this was like episode one, not like last week's episode. I was like, oh, she's lively, she can dress like fashion. But now as I'm watching the episode, and I really felt like I was watching a thing like a viewer of the show coming on and becoming a housewife. And that was like my impression of Wendy last season as well too. I felt like I was watching someone who is maybe a fan of the show, a fan of the housewives, coming on to be a housewife. And it didn't feel as organic because you can kind of already see that she's watched the show. And she's gonna have her friends back, which is Robin. I definitely feel like when she interjected herself into the matter with Karen last week, I was like, okay. And then this week, when Robin was asking her, like, was asking Wendy and everyone else, like, Wendy and Escala, well, what did you think about everybody? What were your thoughts on Mia? What were your thoughts on Karen? And she said, I think Mia is messy. I'm going to call her Messy Mia.
Okay, but I don't think that with her calling, um, you feel like she's already taken sides. Is that what you think?
Of course, yeah.
Well, I do agree, but then what would you expect? What do you expect? She if you feel the way, then I feel like she has to, right? Because is she's probably going by based on what she's heard or based on what someone told her. So she's gonna definitely go off, and stick with her friend, whoever stick by their side, and that's how possibly why she feels that way about about Mia. So again, think about if you were in her role, wouldn't you do the same thing?
No, I wouldn't because Ascala is a friend of the show. Yes, Robin is your friend. You know, she's being brought on, like you're being brought or introduced. But I don't think they're like friends like that. I don't like, just like I don't think Karen and Mia are friends like that. I just feel like, this, it's just like, oh, this is who I'm bringing on to the show. I just felt like you didn't really get to know Mia. You just were already placing your judgment. I mean, you didn't really get to know Mia. You just saw like, okay, what happened at the party. Now, Wendy was the one who initiated that the conversation between between Mia and herself. She was the one who initiated that. Why didn't she call Wendy messy?
True. Okay, okay. I can kind of see where you're going. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is just, we're still warming up to Escala. Just so far, I just hope that she goes on, just on a new page, especially if she wants to come back next season and be like a full time. I just feel like just be yourself. Be yourself. Don't, yes, I know that Real Housewives of Potomac is popping. Like it is hot right now. Everyone is watching it, but try to make it not seem like you were a viewer or you were maybe a fan of the show
Kind of like
prior.
Latoya, right? Latoya from Atlanta. Real Housewives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's thank you, Lucy. That's exactly how I was like. It was like kind of like a Latoya. I was feeling like it was like a Latoya, someone who definitely has watched the show, and they feel like they kind of already know, how things go. But you just don't know. Like viewers take, you don't know how viewers are going to react. Just come in organic. Yeah. So, let me just. I gotta make sure I get all my scenes. So in that next in the same time we have Karen and Mia, and they are also talking about the situation with Giselle inviting her for lunch. And Giselle did invite Mia for lunch, and she said don't invite Karen. And the funniest thing was when they both laughed. That was so funny. They're both kikied at the same time when she said without care. They were like, I was like, oh my gosh, these two ladies are funny. I'm trying to pull up the message, and I want you to let me know if what Mia said is rude or if it was not rude or if it was warranted. Or what are your thoughts on that? Okay, so here is the message. Um, she says, hi, Mia. I had to leave a little early the other day. I feel like we didn't get a chance to finish talking. I'm actually sitting here chatting with Robin, and we will love to get together for drinks without Karen. And then Mia responds, hi, Giselle. Unless you want to discuss business, there's nothing I have to talk to you about. Would you like me to connect you with my assistant to pencil you in this weekend? Okay, Lucy, you go ahead and you analyze that. What are your thoughts on that? Go ahead and analyze that.
Well, first of all, the message that Karen sent was a little shady. Because she said we like to get you in without Karen. First of all, she didn't have to mention Karen's name, right? She didn't have to mention Karen. It could just been a cordial, leave Karen's name out of it. And then Mia, being the friend that she is, and I feel like she's being a friend to Karen. She's just like, because she felt that it was possibly a shady. If she goes, it's probably going to be shady, or she knows that what they're doing is shady. So she's just like, you know what? Let's just have this as a cordial conversation. I'm not into these antics, and that's why she said, and it kind of, for me, it looked like it kind of like her speaking from a business standpoint. That's what I was getting from that message. I felt like her response was, I liked her response. It was a little shady, but it was needed because I felt like they were first of all, Giselle and Robin were being shady by even mentioning Karen's name. So you already know that whatever they're going to have is already going to be shady. So I felt like Mia definitely called it out, or she definitely picked it out before, before she even engaged in that. So, did you think were your thoughts the same? Sim, were your thoughts the same? She probably busy.
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, I thought that definitely the message was kind of a little. I don't know. I just felt like it was definitely a little shady. Um, I did. I thought the message
Did
was
you think
definitely.
that Giselle's was a messy, or did you think that
I mean,
Mia's
I
was?
feel like Giselle's hers was messy. Oh, without Karen. I mean, Mia did respond, but she could have just said like what she was telling Karen. You don't get to tell me who I did. Like, you don't tell me how things are gonna go in this friendship, especially if we are building a friendship. She's letting Giselle know, like, listen, you don't pretty much you don't dictate what happens. Like, you don't get to do that. And I feel like I definitely feel like Mia, I don't know. I felt like the message it was just shady. Like she could have just said it a different way. It was kind of rude. But towards the end, Robin responds and says, "Mia, that was so rude. That was like really rude." And and and
But
oh,
they
Mia,
were, but they.
go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead, Sim.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just saying that Mia responds and she says, at Giselle, something, something. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl.
I feel like Mia handled herself. Honestly, I feel like they were coming off shady, so she had to also, give them one as well. So I did think nothing too much of it. I actually think that they definitely got what they were asking for. It was I mean, Mia's response was messy, but it was a little. It was a, it was a, it was a nice messy. It was a nice messy. That's how I can put it.
Oh, like a nice messy.
Yeah, it was a nice messy. She wasn't being messy. It sounded off. It sounded messy, but I thought it was a little cute messy. Yeah, that's how I put it. Cute messy.
Yeah, that was funny. These girls are so funny. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty much what she said. She said that to Giselle, and she said that to can Giselle and Robin. I know people on Instagram were, we're saying, oh, not Instagram, but on Twitter, oh, like that was rude of Mia. Why did she say that? And all this kind of stuff. I'm just like, listen, I mean, personally, I felt like there was a little rude and it was a little shady. Um, I just felt she could have gone about it a different way. But I'm glad, she's letting Giselle, let her know like she's gonna set the tone of the friendship. Yeah. She's not Robin. She's not someone you can just boss around. She's not, someone that's a follower. So yeah. All right. So we've cleared that scene. Now I know there was like little scenes here and there, but let's move on to the big scene, which is the slumber party. So all the ladies are all together and they are at Candace's condo. So this is a condo that Candace, she said she grew up in, and she just wants to invite all the ladies to get together and have a good time, like a sleepover before she moves into her new house. Um, so during this time, we have all the ladies are coming out with their pajamas. I feel like this is Robin. There goes Wendy. They're all here with their little pajamas, and no, this is okay. Yeah, Robin, Wendy. And Karen is the first one to come in, and her and Candace, they're very cordial. And Candace gives Karen a fireball. So a fireball, if you guys don't know the significance of what a fireball is, Karen loves a fireball. A fireball is just like a shot. Like her, Candace, and Monique, they used to all get together, and they were just like last season, they were in Monique's basement, just having, taken one back to back, a fireball. So she gave Karen the fireball, and Karen was like, "Now, Candace, I can't finish this." And Candace's confessional, she's like, "Now, Karen, we all know you love a good fireball. Stop playing." I thought that was funny because if you watch the show, you guys know Karen loves a fireball. She loves her fireball. So Robin comes in next, and then we also have Robin comes in next, then Giselle, then Ascala, then Mia was like the last person to show up. So when Robin comes in, Karen asks Robin, "Hey Robin, how are you?" Because Robin was trying to give Karen like the stink look, this look right here. And Karen was just like being like very nice, nasty, saying, "Hey Robin, how's Juan?" I'm like, Karen, now you do not care about how their wedding is going. Now she was just being messy. She was just being messy at that point when she asked Robin that. Um, so yeah. Thoughts on that so far? Thoughts on that?
I did think that that scene, I mean, it was definitely good for Robin to, invite all the ladies. And
Robin or Candace invited all the ladies?
sorry, Candace. I don't know, for some reason, Candace invite all the ladies out. Um, and into kind of like getting to, I thought this is definitely a bond that the ladies are definitely needing, I would say. And I'm glad that she actually brought that into play because I feel like, um, it's even since last episode, it's been I feel like they haven't done anything like that so close that can that they can bond. So I think that this is definitely a good way for them to bond, a good way for the ladies to bond. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, Yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely a good way to bring them in so everyone can bond and stuff. So here at the party, I think that the conversation of Mia comes up, and pretty much Mia tells me well, Giselle addresses Mia and says, "Hey Mia, I didn't like the response that you gave. I feel like it was a little rude." And of course, Robin also jumps up and she starts, defending Giselle. And Mia, she pretty much apologizes to Giselle, and she told her pretty much what she told Karen. You don't get to dictate how this friendship that we're building, how it's going to be ran. You don't get to tell me who I can or I cannot invite to dinner. So for the most part, it looks like everything is cleared up with the ladies, with Mia. Um, they did confront her, and I guess she apologized. Now, do you think that Mia should have apologized?
what does she need to apologize for? What She didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I feel like in all cases, maybe the way that she came about it, but I don't think that she needed to apologize for anything. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to apologize. What does she need to apologize for?
Yeah, I don't think she should have apologized, but I guess she felt like, hey, let me just go ahead and apologize so at least these girls, don't get too upset with me. Um, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't think she should have. I don't think she needed to, but I guess she was like, "Let me just go ahead and apologize." I mean,
But
yeah,
it was big on her part to apologize, but I still don't think that she needs to apologize for just being herself. I mean, for coming out the way she's coming out. No.
mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So that was the end of the episode. At least some of the big things that happened. That was it. I
Yeah,
got
but
Go
but
ahead.
how did you feel about the scene where Giselle's daughter, she went for a driver's license, and I think I don't know how many times that she's taken it, but she didn't get it. She didn't get her driver's license, and then she didn't really want to say much. She was a little bit saddened. I kind of that particular scene touched me, because when you got when you were young, you were getting your driver's license, you would do like maybe one time you went, you got it, and then the next time, and let's say if you take it twice, and how that feeling, you want to go out there, you want to start driving, but you can't because you don't have your driver's license. And I don't know, I felt a little touched on by that, because it seemed like she didn't want to say anything, that she didn't get it. So I kind of remember my like the early, your early teen years, and I just kind of fell for her.
Yeah, you know what? I felt bad for Giselle's daughter. I was like, Giselle was being a little hard on her. And even her little sisters, the twins, they're like, ooh, is Grace gonna pass? You know, and I felt like Giselle was trying to, because her kids already tell her, she's not emotional, like she's not, emotionally like available. And they tell her that. I felt like she was trying, but it's just like it just didn't really, I don't know. And I feel bad for Grace. I know how it is, and she was. You can tell she was feeling down, and it seems like her parents tried to have a high standard, like, oh, because we Bryans, it's just like I feel like that's already hard enough, and putting pressure on your kids. It's just like you know she's gonna end up, she's gonna drive. She's gonna get her permanent. Maybe it just takes a few tries and it
Yeah,
will
she's eventually,
happen.
yeah, she's eventually going to get it.
Yeah. And she's, what is she, like 14? Like she's probably in high school. So she'll get her license. I just feel like, just practice makes perfect. Yeah, I know, Miss Dre. I saw that too. Giselle was trying not to laugh. And it's like she was trying to be sympathetic and empathetic with Grace, her daughter, like, oh, try to be emotionally supportive, because her kids tell her, like, she's not emotionally supportive. Um, just she's not emotionally there with them. And she was trying so hard, but you can tell Giselle wanted to laugh.
But and then and she also made a comment. She said, because the dad is not, the dad can drive either. And she was like, oh, he has people driving him around. So she kind of made a shady comment to that um to that as well. So I feel like she definitely was not emotionally available at all.
Yeah, she was. I was laughing because the only thing I can think about, and Lucy, I know you didn't watch last season. So Giselle and Jamal, they have like this car. It was like a PT Cruiser they used to drive with graffiti. It was like a Gucci, a flag. And I can only think, who was driving Jamal in that PT Cruiser that Giselle used to drive? Girl, she used to drive that PT Cruiser, like come to the scene. Hey y'all, I'm like, and she said it was Jamal's PT Cruiser. I'm like, oh my gosh.
But then she made a comment. She was like, because I don't know. I just felt like Giselle she was not supportive at all with her daughter. Knowing, I just felt like she was so like into, she was not there. Like she was not emotionally there for her. And I feel like that's when she should have been more of a cheer mom for her, and really said, okay, no worry, we'll get it next time. I'll be a little bit more, so what can we do next time? Although she said we'll do it next week, I think you'll retake it next week. I just felt like she should have done a little bit better. And then the comment that she made about the Jamal not being a driver either, I was just like, well, now it's just like you're also saying that that's where your daughter's getting it from.
Oh yes. Oh, hey, Miss Ramona. Hey, Yolanda. Hey guys, for those who are coming in, it is all good. We're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. And yeah, Miss Drea, I'm sorry, it was a mini coupe that she used to drive last season to the events and stuff, and it had a Gucci flag. I'm like, I have never seen a car, a coupe at that, with a Gucci flag. She's like, yeah, it's Jamal's. You know how Giselle talks. I'm like, I'm a mess. Yeah. But do you feel like sometimes, and it just goes to show how parents can be so hard on their kids. Like, I feel like, just watching Grace, it just kind of made me realize, man, parents they set these high standards for their kids and they expect them to achieve it. And then when they don't, you can tell Grace felt so bad because she didn't get her license, her permanent. And her little sisters, those little twins, they're like, Grace. I'm just like, yeah. But yeah, it definitely shows how some parents can be really, really just try to put their kids as try to put place their kids in high standards. Giselle reminds me. I feel like she's probably going to be one of those parents, or she reminds me of a parent that's like, oh, well, my kids do this, this, and this. Oh, yeah, she's in this, she's in this. I feel like that is what like she gives off. And I know, like, Giselle comes from a very prominent background. Her father was like a representative of Texas. So she comes from a very like prominent background, like political background.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it wasn't. She should have done a little bit better in that particular scene. That's definitely what her daughter needed. Even a hug would have definitely been good. Just kind of shed her and just like, it's going to be okay. We'll do it next time. But instead, it was just like, I mean, I just can't get the fact that she even made the comment of her dad not being a driver. But it's not about him. It's not about Jamal at this point. Even if you didn't tell your daughter directly, however, that just kind of it tells me the way you feel about her.
And I mean, it kind of resonates to the way that Giselle treats her castmates. It's like, well, I mean, it's not. I'm not saying that that's how she is with her kids, but just that emotional kind of support, just being there emotionally. That's how she is with her castmates. So, I mean, I feel like we are getting a bit of the real Giselle, you know? But all right. And you know that after the show, everyone's always on Twitter, their little Twitter fingers. And I guess we had some Twitter fingers last night going on between Mia and Ascala. Yeah. So, you know, a scholar called Mia messy, right? And a scholar has some things to say about the message that Mia sent Giselle. She has a few words for that. So she said, let's not confuse direct with rude. That was very rude. So she's saying that Mia's message to Giselle was rude because Mia said the message was like, she's just very direct. She's a direct person. And guys, if you guys didn't see the message, this is the message that um, Mia sent to Giselle. This is it right here. So Scala, she came on Twitter and said that was rude. And Lucy, do you want to go ahead and read Mia's response?
Okay, so Mia says, a scholar says, let's not confuse direct with rude. That was very rude. Mia says, nice try, friend. She put it on quotation mark, friend. You were driving on the wrong side. I didn't get where I am today by being delusional. Next season, roll with the real bosses. You'll get more screen time. No shade. Okay. Okay, Mia. I'm telling you, Mia is like, y'all, Mia does not play. Mia does not play. She is a firecracker. Like she is quick with those. Like she's quick. She's quick with that shade. But I think that her shade, honestly, I don't think I think she's a real. Her shades are real. Like she lets you have it. Like she gives it. She gives it to you where it's at. Yeah. Me too. I like Mia too, Ramona. I like her. that's definitely what the girls definitely need. Like she's like gathering them up, and she's being real with us style. I think that she's telling she's being delusional. Maybe next season, like you said, Sin, she's coming off like as someone who's already watched the
A,
show before.
a
She's trying to
viewer.
yeah, like she's coming like a viewer, like Latoya from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's not really, look what happened to Latoya, right? She's not gonna come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't think, for next season. So I feel like Astala is coming off that way, and I feel like she needs to, like Mia said it best, like she's being delusional. So I just feel like she's trying so hard to fit in.
Yep. Yep. And I think that's just what it is. Like, I feel like she definitely is trying extremely hard to, fit in. And yeah, I see it. And I know she's trying to come for Mia. I want to get, I definitely, I'm not saying that I'm, I'm team Mia or team, like, no, I'm just recapping. This is how I see it. Because calling Mia just like messy Mia, I don't know. I guess she is Robin's friend, and she's gonna, her loyalty is to Robin, right? But I wanted a scholar to come in to make her own judgment. Like when Mia came in, she was trying to make her own judgment about Giselle. She didn't really allow. Well, Karen didn't even poison her mind about all these people. She came in, made her own judgment, right? So she hasn't said anything about Candace. She hasn't said anything um about Ashley, Robin, nobody. She just kind of made her own judgment for herself, and she's trying to develop the relationship um, on her own, right? Um, but yeah, I definitely, I feel like a scholar, just come in and be vibrant, be bubbly, and make your own judgment, make your own judgment for sure. Yeah. And the only reason why her and Wendy are even feuding is because Wendy, I don't know, it's like they had a misunderstanding, and that's still going on.
Yeah, I think that Mia is definitely going to be someone who is not too quick to back down. But she definitely apologizes when just kind of like how she did apologize. But I feel like she's just trying to stand her ground, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think with those kind of group of girls, you definitely need to stand your ground, and I think that's exactly what she's doing. And kind of like when we go back to like their tagline, it definitely explains it all. I don't know if you have Mia's tagline, but it definitely, remember we were reviewing the tagline, and I think it definitely resonates with her.
Yep, let me go ahead and pull it up, and we'll just have you read it. Go ahead and read it like, well, how you think Mia's gonna read it.
Yes, so this is Mia's tagline, y'all. If you want to pop off with me, I'll be happy to get you adjusted. There you go. Does now all of the things that we've watched, we've seen, doesn't that resonate with Mia? Isn't she doing exactly what she said in her timeline? If you want to pop off with me, I'll be happy to get you adjusted. Ding, ding, ding.
Right. I feel like Mia, hold on, let me see. I feel like Mia would say it like this. If you want to pop up, hold on. Let me have my little, I don't know. Okay. If you want to pop off with me, I'll be happy to get you adjusted. Like she has that sweet, kind of nasty tone.
Okay, so let me try mine. Okay. Okay, so if you want to pop off with me, I'll be happy to get you adjusted.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just reading the message that she sent to Giselle about I'll pencil you in. Just very like nice, nasty.
Very nice, nasty. That's how we're gonna say it. It was very nice, nasty. Nasty nice. Yes, nasty nice.
Nasty nice. Yes. I know that's how, yep. She does. She does. I mean, I'm kind of like I want Mia to keep the same energy, keep that same energy for the reunion because she knows like these girls are already gonna be coming for her. You know, these girls are going to be coming for Mia in the reunions. I need Mia to keep the same energy. Um, she when it comes to the reunion, you see how Karen can take on the whole cast. When it comes to reading, Karen is very quick with it. You guys saw Karen can take on the whole cast. Giselle, she can take on Giselle. Robin, she can take on Robin. She can take on the whole cast. Mia needs to be like that too. Do not be afraid to stand your ground. Even when all these girls are, they're teaming up, you can already kind of see there's already a clique forming, right? There's a clique forming between, it's just like Karen and Mia are in one side, and you have kind of like the rest on the other side. But then you have Ashley in the middle, who's playing Switzerland, right? So when I'm saying Switzerland, I'm talking about like someone who like kind of goes back and forth, and that's what Ashley is right now. She's like playing Switzerland. But yeah, I just feel like Mia just needs to stand her ground this reunion, because those ladies are going to be coming for her. They're going to be coming for her. You see how Giselle was trying to recruit Mia into their little group, saying, and don't invite Karen. Mia knew what was up. She knew what's up. She knew exactly what time it was. Yeah, like you are not about to ice out my friend Karen from events.
Guys, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to like. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.
Hit the subscribe button. So, yes, guys, that was Real Housewives of Potomac. That was Real Housewives of Potomac last night. But yeah, I'm telling you, like a lot of things go down on Twitter, but that was like one of the main things I was able to capture, and I saw. I was like, oh, that's funny, between the exchange between Mia and Escala. Mia and Escala. Let me try to go back to it. So here it is, right here. So I didn't mention that Escala actually did, say that what Mia sent to Giselle was messy, right? I didn't say that. I mean, I didn't forgot to mention it. So Mia responds, "How many businesses do you own?" And then Robin said, "Who the do you think you are asking her how many businesses does she own?" I'm like, oh my gosh, Robin, mind your business. Did you see that part, Lucy?
I saw.
I was scared.
I saw that.
Robin's face scared me at that moment. Because she had these green eyes, and she was like, "Oh, do you think you are?"
But isn't it interesting how Robin, after her staying in a bed, she eventually wanted to do a little exercise. Like, what's up with that? What was up with that? All of a sudden, she wanted to gather the girls, and then they do a little bit of like workout. Like all of a sudden.
And what's up with her having so much energy? She's able to gossip, like she said, I don't have any energy, but she's able to, gossip with the ladies, spread. She has time to gossip with Giselle. She has time to be creating narratives and figure out who's coming to what, who's going where. She has all that time and energy for gossip.
Exactly, but she doesn't have time. She didn't have time, like, do things with her husband. But
To
then
wake up her kids from
exactly.
school. Oh, it's a pandemic. But she had time to go to the park, and I mean, I guess like the reason why I'm taking like this storyline Robin is saying, I'm taking it very, very lightly, because I feel like it's definitely is a storyline. I don't think that whatever she is going through, I don't think that it's like, for me, I'm just saying, I don't think that, I just feel like she's definitely using it for a storyline, right? So that's why I'm saying like she is she has time to do all this stuff because we've seen on shows there are people who do battle major depression disorder or who are just going through stuff. I take that very, very serious, but at this moment when it concerns Robin, I just feel like she's just doing it for a storyline. That's just how I feel.
I mean, it's starting to look like it because all of a sudden, why did she like that was so I had to pick up on that. I was like, wait, oh wow, now she has energy. I wonder what's going on.
Yes, yeah, I know. She has all the energy. Exactly. Has all the energy. And yes, sunshine, sunshine. Robin doesn't like anyone to be belittled because she feels belittled. She can speak up for others, yet not for herself. That is so true.
True, that's a good observation, Sunshine. Um, it definitely, honestly, you're so right on point because I peeped that as well. It seems that she's always wants to. She doesn't think much of herself, right? Now, like this picture that you actually put up, it isn't like Robin looks like she's just not like she's not putting herself together. But she's too quick to like speak on behalf of others.
Mm, right. So, okay, so Miss Reyes says because Robin knows that her and her bestie are pretty much businessless. That's why she was so offended. Yeah, I feel like Robin and pretty much what you all said. I definitely feel like Robin has she loves to speak up for other people. Like she loves to speak up for Giselle. She loves to speak up for, Ashley. She loves to speak up just for other people. But it's just like she can never speak up for herself. Why is that? Interesting. Okay, Ramona G says Robin already had her pajamas. Okay, Ramona. Well, okay. Robin already had her pajamas on, just got out of bed to go to the gathering. That's what it actually looks like. Like she has her little
She didn't
it
put, she didn't put any effort. Like she like just look. It just doesn't look like she did anything.
okay.
Let's talk to say bath or even brushing her teeth. None of that stuff. It's like she just rolled out of bed.
See, look at Wendy put in effort. She did her makeup. She had the whole lingerie
It
going on, did her
okay,
hair.
so to Robin, right? To Robin, I'm like, okay, it's not yeah, it's called a pajama party. Yeah, we're doing, we're sleeping on it's like we're having a pajama, but it's not the fact that you have to actually roll off in the morning and enter the night, right? It's not we have to also make sure we go into the shower, we have to brush our teeth in the morning, and then afterwards come to the pajama party. So we gotta do all of that sanitary stuff when we wake up, and then later on in the evening, we'll do the same. So I don't think maybe we can get that memo.
No, like it's not like a pajama party. It's not an actual pajama party, like a pajama party. Like, it's a pajama slumber party. I think
Well,
Rob
it looks the way that Robin is wearing it. It looks like it's a pajama party.
Lucy. Oh my god. Okay, let's pull up another person's pajama. Look at Candace. Her pajama, she has her hair
Yeah,
done.
see, everyone did their makeup except Robin. Why is that? Like, Robin looks like she actually woke up, like like Ramona said, and just wore whatever she wore to sleep and came to the slumber party.
Right. Okay, I was trying to get a good like picture of all the ladies with their pajamas on.
Oh, good
But
visuals, Sin. This is nice. Good visuals. It's good for us to actually look at what's actually going on.
yeah, so okay, so the best look for me with their pajamas on, like I just love the whole ensemble. It looks like you're going to sleep, but still, I love a Scott. Like a scholar came in, kill. She's just been coming in, killing it with the fashion, with the looks, with just everything. Like I loved her little pajama set she had.
Escala wants a spot, y'all. Escala wants a spot. That's why she's like, if I have to take Robin's spot, I'm just saying, if I have to take Robin's spot, I'll take her spot.
Oh, Lizzie, you're so funny. Wow. Yeah, a Scarlett came in like she came killing it. Um, Giselle had her little Versace robe on. She had her little Versace robe. I mean, she looks like, but she just looks comfortable. But Robin actually, you guys, you know that she when they showed when she was waking up her kids, she had her little kind of sleeve on. That's what it looked like. She just came out of bed and just came to the slumber party. Rolled out of bed.
I think a scholar for sure. I think a scholar looked good with her slumber party gear. I think that Wendy looks nice.
Let's pull up
Wendy,
Wendy. Snaps for Wendy.
Wendy looks good. Yes, we'll definitely give Wendy that. And we said a scholar. Who else? Who else? Who else?
I
Um,
couldn't get a picture of Karen and Mia, but Karen and Mia looked really nice too. Theirs
yeah.
was
So
really cute.
everyone, and we'll just say both the Green Eyed Bandits, Karen, Giselle, and Robin. They both look for sure. Robin looks like she's Robin, not Robin, but Giselle looks like she's comfortable, right? So we can't really say much about that. But Robin, on the other hand, looks like she just woke up and yeah, nothing much. She wasn't giving it. She wasn't. Yeah, she was. She like she didn't really do much.
It was see the ladies they understood the assignment. I just feel like the person who just missed the memo was wrong. It was like it's a slumber party, but not like an actual slumber party. I mean, you're being filmed. Um so okay, so I'm reading some of you guys' comments. Let me make okay, hold on. Let me start from the beginning. Okay. Giselle even came into the PJ party looking better than Robin. She did. She did. I mean, she had her little Versace robe on and stuff. She did. She even put a little bit of makeup here and there. But Robin actually look. She came from to actually go to sleep. And it's like no, like you're being filmed. You're about to have play some games. No. Okay, you said right. Wendy was the only one who and Giselle tried to call out for her PJs when she was talking to Ashley. Yeah, she did. She did what she was trying. I know she did. We'll actually get onto that. We'll definitely get talk a little bit about that. Sunshine says Ashley was there because her facial expressions during the drama amongst the ladies is priceless. No, Ashley was not there. Ashley was actually about
No,
to
she
give
said she
birth.
wishes Ashley was there.
Oh, sorry, I misread it. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wish it's Ashley. Yeah, yeah. Ashley's facial expression would just be alone, just funny.
Miss Drea says Giselle looked like she was going to a kids spa day in the basement where no one will be able to see her. Well, yeah, I don't understand.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh no, but Karen actually said something. It looked like she was going to. I don't know. I forgot what Karen said. I don't even know if she watched it. I don't know. Karen said something along that line. Um, what else? There's something else that I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so Miss Ramona G said Giselle with her pinata. Well, okay, Ramona, what is pinata?
Pinata. Is it
Oh, pinata.
is it what she's wearing? Was it what she was wearing? Is that
I guess it's colorful. Oh, okay, I get it. I wanted to get a stick to hit the peon. Oh, because they're colorful. Oh, her colorful PJs. Yeah, but realistically, who do you think is like this is like what they actually wear? to go
Just
to bed. I feel like Candace, this is her whole ensemble. But she looked, she was trying to be realistic, but she still did her hair, her makeup, everything.
I think that was the whole memo of the slumber party. I think that they're, come look, still look. I mean, they're filming for God's sakes, right? Even, I mean, I've never, in all of the housewives that I've watched, I've always seen the ladies, at least have their hair and makeup done. I've never seen anyone just come out like they just woke up, honestly. Everyone looks like they're all dolled up. This is the first time I've ever seen, well, let me not say the first time, but it, and like it's like, how some people may not wear like makeup, but she's definitely looking like she didn't even try. There was no effort, and she just didn't care.
Right. Exactly. Um, okay. Now I really want to get to something that Miss Drea reminded me about. Okay, I don't know if it wasn't this episode, but so next episode, guys. Okay, so you guys know Ashley was not at the slumber party, right? She wasn't at the slumber party. And so she meets up with Giselle and she had her baby, her second son. And she said that she's a little concerned for Wendy, because she feels like Wendy is doing a lot. She got she got all the stuff done, and she's dressing up, and even like her ensemble at the slumber party was, look at me, look at, look at my augmentation, look at my butt, look at all the enhancements that I got. And that's what, Wendy was giving off. And she feels like Wendy has changed. Like Wendy is not the same person she came in last season. Because last season Wendy came in as, I am the professor. The professor is here. Class is in session. Now it's just like Wendy, it's like she's almost trying to say Wendy's, trying to be an Instagram baddie. Like she's leaving academia to be a IG, And she feels like Wendy has what? What? Why are you
Why is
laughing?
that funny? Oh my god! So Wendy is leaving professor academia life to be an Instagram baddie.
No,
Oh
I
my!
feel I'm just no. That's not what I'm not saying. That's not
No,
what
I'm
just.
saying no, no, no. I get it. But it's funny when you put the two and two together, cause it's funny because it's like it's like I don't know. It could be. It sounds true, right? Just the way Whitney's coming about it. It's like a professor, and then here she's getting her boobs, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Getting her boobs done, her butt done. And it's just like maybe this is what Wendy has always wanted to do. Maybe she got backlash from last season. People were coming after her, and she felt like she needs to do something for herself. But yeah, go ahead and finish. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I mean that's what she was saying. This is for next episode, right? And then she said maybe it has to do with some of the rumors that are going on with concerning her husband. And she's like, is Wendy doing this because what's been out there, and of course they posted all this kind of stuff, and I was just like, now Giselle, okay, I mean that's what Giselle said, right? She said that in the next episode, like, was why is Wendy doing all this? Like Wendy went from academia to this IG, she's getting all this stuff done. It's just like Wendy has changed. Wendy, she has completely done a 360. I feel like I don't know. Like I don't know how I feel about this. What are your thoughts, Luis? Because I don't know. Like I really just don't know how I feel about this. Like what Giselle was telling Ashley.
Okay, well, what? Okay, so let's just look at it this way. Whatever Wendy is doing it for herself. And it could be possibly that this is something that she's definitely wanting to get done for quite some time. And I also feel a sense of possibly insecurity as well. Um, because sometimes she does come off as an insecure person. So again, like the rumors with Eddie, it could possibly be that she's possibly doing it, have her husband, to look at her maybe a different kind of way. And she's done with having kids as well, or like, not done, but she has 3 kids. So it's like maybe she wants a different look, a mommy makeover. Or maybe she wants to spice things up, right? There's nothing wrong. Again, there's nothing wrong with what Wendy is doing. um and maybe she's branding herself, right? Maybe she wants to brand herself, especially with whatever she has going on, her candle line. She wants to, like, because you market herself. That's how I would put it. She wants to market herself, and maybe hopefully the candles will sell quickly, or sell more. And that's just how I'm looking at it. She wants to brand herself, she wants to market herself. And there's nothing absolutely wrong with that. No one never said that a professor, professor can never get their works done. But it's interesting watching as a student, maybe a student of Wendy's, watching it and like say, "Oh, look at my professor. She's getting this done." It's just a little funny though, just kind of like watching if I was Wendy's students, just look at it from that aspect. Oh, look at my professor on television. She's getting all this work done. I don't know. I guess she's just trying to maybe stand out as that Real Housewives of Potomac. She's just trying to, you know, brand herself, market herself.
Good take, Lucy. Good analysis. So how feel, I feel like I don't know. Like I just have mixed feelings. I feel like in a way, I definitely see maybe Wendy looked at last season. She's like, man, like she just wanted to do like a mommy makeover, just do something for herself for sure, and also being around the other women. She felt like okay, well, she's being introduced to this lifestyle. She's going to be on television. Why not, make herself, look good, right? And not saying because Wendy's already she's already very pretty. She's already a beautiful woman. Like she doesn't, you know, she doesn't really have to. She doesn't need a lot much work done, right? So I just feel like she probably just feels like she is going to be on television. Why not get all this stuff? And she's getting a check too. Like I don't even know how much Real Housewives of Potomac gets paid, but I'm sure she's getting enough money that is like a normal person, like an average 9 to 5 salary, like the yearly salary. So she's definitely getting enough money to get the augmentation, get all that stuff done. But when it comes to the revelation that Giselle has made, and all the stuff that Giselle is coming up with, I don't know. I feel like maybe it will have some, it may have some truth to it. But then again, Giselle is very messy. And it's like maybe that was a way for Giselle to bring that on the show, bring that up. But she was, the funny thing was when Giselle was saying it to Ashley, I was thinking, oh, Giselle sounds so sincere. Like she sounds so concerned. Like it was like she seems so worried about Wendy. Like, Wendy has changed. Like Wendy was going from academia to all this stuff, getting all this work done. And she seems so concerned. But then I'm just like, oh, dang, why did I get like, webbed into this? This is just Jizzy's just being, I feel like she's just being messy, but I don't know. We're gonna have to see next week how this whole conversation.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're all seeing it that way. Like Remote Sunshine said, I think Wendy watched her first season and didn't like herself. And it also could possibly be what the back, like what people were saying about her, possibly. I think that also played a part as well. So I think that that had a lot to do with some of her reasoning on why she did that, and she possibly wants to also market herself as well, and just brand herself. I know I keep saying it, but I mean, she wants to have this candle line out, and if she is still doing it, maybe it's a way for her to, like, um, as a business owner, you want to look good, you want to feel good, you want to know, you want people to see that you are that brand, and you want to be able to stand out and have people gravitate to you. So Um, I think for sure, she's probably wants to. She has a lot of things going on, so
Mm, that's true. Yeah. Let's look at some of these other comments. Yeah, anytime they're filming, they should, look ready to film.
guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, like she did. She definitely has changed. I don't know if I like it with this whole, Zen when. Not sure if I'm really
I mean,
liking
are we trying to say that she's trying to be something she's not?
it. Mm. I just, I know that, people are saying maybe her reads are rehearsed. I feel like it is. Like, I definitely feel like nothing is just, uh, it just doesn't come off. It's like I agree. I definitely agree with the whole what Giselle said. Like it's completely different. No one, it's just like be focused on something. Whether it is academia, you can still do. Have your working mom, but still kind of like Mia, what she's doing. She's doing all this boss, but she still makes sure that she keeps up herself and whatever. If it's Botox, all this stuff. I think like she just has to stick to one narrative because we haven't heard anything about political commentator this season because that was like the big thing last season with the political commentator. I want to do political commentary. That's my passion. So yeah. So, guys, yes, if you are coming in, make sure you already have this video. You like this video. Also, give if you would like to subscribe, but make sure you give this video a big like. Just let us know how we are doing. But yeah, that's what Giselle revealed to us. She's going to be revealing to us next episode. And what are your thoughts on Ascala? What are you guys' thoughts on her? I know we keep going back to this, but what are your thoughts there? I know people on Twitter, some people like her, some people feel like she's gonna, like Lucy said, she may be replaced, she may replace Robin. Would you guys like her as a full-time housewife? Would y'all? This is Ascala, Robin's friend. What are your thoughts on Ascala? Let's see if I have another picture of Scala. No, I don't have another picture of her, but this is Scala. Anyway, okay. So, anything else that we missed, Lucy? Anything else that we missed?
No, I think we touched up on it. I think we really covered on a lot of the majority of the events that happened. So yeah, we definitely touched on it.
Okay, so looks like Scala. The jury says Scala can stay where she is as a friend of the show. She's beautiful, but on the wrong side of the road. Mia. Oh, Mia's funny. Yeah. I didn't like what she's been bringing this episode and last episode. So the jury's still out there on a Scala, at least for me. Yeah. I'm gonna have to see, but I just feel like I can already kind of see where this is gonna go because during the preview we got Candace tossing us. Well, sorry, not Candace. Mia's gonna toss a salad at Candace, and on Instagram, Scott and Candace are really, really close because I can already see kind of these two maybe coming together, joining forces, and really, you know, getting on Mia. I can see it. Um, but yeah, but I'm wondering why would Mia toss a salad on Candace? Hmm. But that is what we have for you all today. If you're watching the replay, make sure you give us a like for this video. So for this video, we talked about, of course, Real Housewives of Potomac. We did a review. We talked about the situation with Ascala and Mia on Twitter. And we also talked about what Giselle has revealed to us about Wendy, but that'll be next episode. So Giselle's going to talk a little bit more about that next episode. But Bravo, of course, they did their little preview and stuff. So that was it. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you guys for, rocking with us tonight. I feel like we had a good discussion. Yeah, it was, you guys all have some really, really good comments and stuff, especially, an analysis on the episodes. I love to read it. I love to listen, hear about it, what your thoughts are. And yeah, um, oh, thank you, Ramona. Thank you, sharing on Facebook and Twitter. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We will really appreciate that. And if you have not liked, make sure you give us a like and also subscribe. Click the post notification. It said bell. Click your post notification bell on, and we really appreciate it. We'll come back next week. We'll do another review. We're gonna try to go. We're gonna try to do a little bit more lives, but this week has been busy. As you guys know, so me, I'm in med school. Lucy is, she's doing her PhD, and she's working full time. So it's been so busy for us. But next week is going to be better. We're going to try to do a little bit more reviews, and just go live. For sure, definitely for sure. We're going to do a bit more for you all and just kind of interact with you all and stuff. So yeah. Anything else, Lucy? And yes, thank you, Ramona. I want your channel to grow. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Drea. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Miss Drea. And Miss Drea, have you been watching the Olympics? I know, have you been keeping up with the Olympics? But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call it an end here, guys. And make sure before you leave, put your unicorns up. Put your unicorns up. Yes, guys. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a good rest of the night. Please be safe out there. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Peace, love, and blessings.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.